my hair.
Yo, how is it going, Bears fans? Welcome back to another episode of the Bear Down Podcast. I am your host, Chris. On the right of your screen, you've got a co-host named Parth, and on the left, you've got Jaylen. How's it going, guys?
It's going good.
So, if you guys haven't seen so far and you are new to the channel, we have been doing Philadelphia Eagles coverage throughout the week. This is the second video of the week. Tomorrow, we're going to have two videos out. One being the pregame show for Bears-Eagles, and one being our prediction on how the entirety of the playoffs is going to go for the AFC and NFC. So we're going to be picking our Super Bowl champions tomorrow as well. But if you haven't seen all that, I'll leave a link to the other video, Meet the Opponents, in the description. And if you are new to the channel, please do us a favor, like and subscribe. You can find all of our social medias and all that down in the description. But let's get right into this video. We're going to be talking about three key factors today in Bears versus Eagles. We're each picking a factor that we think could determine this game. I'm going to hand it off to one of you guys. If either of you guys want to start, just go for it.
I think it's called making that big play. All year long, we've been winning when our defense makes that big play. So making that big play on defense is going to be crucial to win this game. Just to create turnovers, especially rattle out Nick Foles. Because when he gets rattled, he's not that good of a quarterback. But when he's on fire,
yes.
It's Nick Foles.
Yeah, I feel like when we've done this episode the entire year, it's gone between factors and matchups and factors and matchups. I'm going to go with a matchup here. I'm going to go with Roquan Smith and Zach Ertz. Roquan's gotten better and better throughout the year, I think, as a coverage linebacker. We all know he can get to the quarterback. We saw him bust through the line in San Francisco and have that massive sack on Mullins, and he also had a sack on Cousins last week, I believe. He's been great as far as pass rush has gone an entire season. He's been a little shaky on coverage, but I would definitely say he's improved on coverage, and that's going to be huge, man. Ertz has over 100 catches. He's one of Foles' favorite targets other than Alshon Jeffrey. Ertz is someone who's going to do well no matter what. I mean, I expect him to have a big game. He's one of their main targets. I wouldn't say a big game. I'm hoping we can limit him, but he's always someone who's going to be able to put up numbers no matter what. I think he's one of the best tight ends in the league. And frankly, containing him is going to be hard, so we got to do our best at doing that. So I expect Roquan Smith to have to step up in this one. And I think my key matchup is going to be Roquan Smith and Zach Ertz.
I'm going to go with executing on third down. Trubisky has been doing that high efficient these last couple of weeks. So even if they do put pressure on Trubisky, he can make sure we convert third downs and continue the drives and lead to points.
Yeah. I want to ask you guys, since we've only been recording for 2 minutes and we're done with our three key factors. I want to ask you guys about a couple matchups. Let's talk about Kyle Fuller and Alshon Jeffrey. What do you guys think for that one?
I want Alshon to die. All these things he's been saying about Chicago. We respected him when he was here. He was one of my favorite players when he was in the Bears. I loved him. I defended him at all times. There'd be times where he wouldn't show up to practice, and I'd be like, "Nah, it's Alshon Jeffrey."
I feel like he was faking injuries sometime. I remember back when he was here, he just didn't want to play. It seems like he just didn't have motivation to play half the time he was here. So, it was tough to defend him when he was here, and to see him kind of turn his back on us. It's what you expected, kind of. You would expect someone to talk about their former team poorly. But, man, he's just jumped on the bandwagon with hating the Bears. Yeah. And I expect Kyle Fuller to do a pretty good job. All pro.
Adrian Amos hit stick.
Yeah. Kyle Fuller today, along with a couple other Bears, named All-Pro first team. Kyle Fuller being one of them, which is absolutely incredible that he was almost cut 2 years ago, and now he's an All-Pro and a Pro Bowler. I expect him to cover Alshon well, man. I think that's also going to be a huge one. Foles' favorite target, obviously, being Alshon. It's going to be tough for Fuller. He's going to have his work cut out for him, but I believe he can get it done. Jaylen, you and I were talking about Alshon, what he was saying a little bit before we got on. What you think Fuller's going to do fine?
I think Fuller's going to do great. Him and Fuller were teammates back when Fuller was first drafted until, of course, Alshon left. But they know each other well. They know how each other's play. They probably don't. Alshon probably doesn't remember it, but once they get back on the field and they start matching up, I'm pretty sure they're gonna get memories back. But I'm pretty sure Kyle can match up well with Alshon, even though Alshon has a height advantage. If Nick Foles, if he throws a deep ball, Eddie Jackson is gonna come over there and help his teammate out and get a pick, because that's how great Eddie Jackson is. He's also an All-Pro.
Yeah.
So if Foles wants to test our secondary, Kyle or Eddie, it's not gonna go over. It's gonna be a long day at Soldier Field.
Totally, yeah. Looking at Eddie Jackson, obviously had that rib problem, ribs? No, ankle. Jeez, I'm thinking of Anthony Miller. Ribs for Eddie Jackson, ankle for Eddie Jackson. Good lord, man. He'll be back. He was limited 2 times in a row in practice. I'm still pretty confident he'll play after another day's rest. Any other matchups that you guys want to talk about? This is pretty short, so.
Our pass rush versus their O-line. Their O-line is pretty good. They got Lane Johnson, Jason Peters. Even though he is at the end of his career, he's still going to be a Hall of Famer. J.C. Kelsey up front, and their guards aren't that great. But I feel like if our pass rush can't get to Nick Foles and it gives him time in the pocket, that could be dangerous. Even though our corners are good, if you give a receiver time to break down Principal Kamara, that's not going to be good. Because Kyle will have pretty good coverage, and then our safeties on tight end is going to have pretty good coverage. But if that second wide receiver, usually the first, because they usually put the first one in the second one.
Totally.
If that receiver gets time to break down Amul Kamara, that's not going to be good at all.
Yeah. Run game could be huge in this game because you look at the Eagles secondary and they have one of the worst secondaries in the league. I think the 3rd worst rated secondary by Pro Football Focus. Man, dude, I just think getting the running game going would be nice. If Trubisky for some reason isn't playing good, he should be able to attack this secondary, but for some reason he isn't. If we're able to hand the ball off to reliable Jordan Howard, who's been reliable as of late, that would be nice. Obviously, they got some pretty good linebackers. They got Brandon Graham, and they got Fletcher Cox, and they got Chris Long. So it might be a little tough, but getting the run game going could be good.
Talk about Chris Long, Chris versus Kyle. It's gonna be a good matchup.
Yeah, on Howie's birthday.
Yeah, and it's Howie's birthday. It's crazy.
It'll be a big day for 2 of the 3 Long brothers, or 2 of the 3 Longs. Howie and whoever wins. Well, yeah, that'll pretty much do for this one, guys. That was kind of short and brief, but we got you guys some good info. We will have the pregame show and our playoff predictions out tomorrow, so look for those. You can find all of our social media, all of our fan pages, especially Trubisky Nation, posting a lot of stuff this week. Before the preparation with the Eagles, you can find all of our Instagrams down below, our fan pages, and you can also follow the podcast on Twitter and Instagram at Bear Down. Go ahead and do us that favor. If you did enjoy, please make sure to smash the like on this and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bear Down Chicago. Peace.